Good morning and welcome to Morning in the Mountains. I'm Brad Lovett and this is the Mountain Fun Life channel. As we get closer and closer, a lot of folks can be heading into the Smoky Mountains for their vacation week already, even with Christmas on Wednesday. So look for some slowdowns, look for some delays, look for some busy traffic, especially near 407, but pretty much all through the Knoxville area and heading south on 75 from Kentucky, north from Georgia, any direction. Also look for some slowdowns near the state line between North Carolina and Tennessee as they have some ongoing road work there. In the National Park, Clemens Dome Road is closed. Also, Cades Cove Loop Road should be open now after they did some tree work throughout the last couple of weeks there. And that's a look at the roadways. Have a great weekend. I'm Brad Lovett, and this is Morning in the Mountains on the Mountain Fun Life channel.
Good morning, it's Kira with Morning in the Mountains, and today I'm here with Debbie, and we just took a tour with Rocky Top Tours where Jim was our driver. And Debbie, what did you think about the tour?
Very interesting, very nice. Enjoyed going up the mountains, the beautiful colors of the scenery of fall.
What was your favorite part?
Seeing the bears. We saw Mama Bear and 3 baby bears on the side of the road.
We caused a bear jam too.
Bear jam, exactly.
There were cars
yes,
stopped everywhere.
Everywhere, exactly. Yes, ma'am.
Now, where'd you come from, Debbie?
Thibodeau, Louisiana.
Thibodeau, Louisiana.
An hour south of New Orleans.
Wow, so
Yes.
did you drive here?
Yes, ma'am.
Wow,
We stay in a week. Yes, ma'am.
So you get to do a lot of fun stuff here in the Smoky Mountains and
ma'am.
explore it. Well, I'm glad we got to take this tour with Rocky Top Tours. And I'm glad I got to meet you. Thank you, Debbie.
Thank you.
Now,
Enjoying it.
oh yeah. Now back to you guys.
Hey y'all, it's Blake here. The crew at Old Red and I want to wish you and yours the happiest holiday filled with all your favorite things. Be safe and be good, but not too good. We'll see you next year. Cheers, everybody.
Thank you for watching Morning in the Mountains on Mountain Fun Life. I'm Frank Murphy with Jim Johnson, Kira Cupp, and Brad Lovett. And I have looked at the calendar, everyone. I am well aware that today, of all days, is unique. Well, not really, there's 52 of them. But today, we can all say in unison,
It's Friday! I love that.
What?
I don't like to participate with you guys.
Why not?
I don't know, I just like to be different.
Well, then do your own.
Okay.
No one else say anything.
It's Friday. Yay!
That would have sounded good while we were doing our bit.
Oh, let's do it then.
That's like a harmonizer.
Here we go. All right.
Ready?
Once again, today, unique to all other days of the week, because of all the 7 days, this only happens one time when we can say, It's Friday!
It's interesting.
It is.
You got in my head, and I lost it.
Now
I'm
Frank's going to
sorry
be like,
if your ears are bleeding.
No, it was funny.
It was.
All right, so it is Friday, and of course we want to help you plan your weekend here at Mountain Fun Life. We are guiding your adventure.
Sure are.
yeah, we certainly are.
Let's guide some adventures, Brad.
Okay, we will do just that. And you want to head over to Knoxville this weekend? Knoxville Symphony Orchestra, Knoxville Choral Society, and special guests Take Manhattan, and holiday favorites from Broadway blockbusters including Annie, A Christmas Carol, and Mame.
Mame is the show where they sing We Need a Little Christmas right this very minute. We Need a Little Christmas Now, after she loses all her money in the 1929 October stock market crash.
I guess you would need a little Christmas after that.
Yes, she does. Yeah. So she actually got the jump on Christmas in November, and everyone thought, that's so early. Not
Sure.
anymore. That's why I haven't seen my wife in about a week, because she's been at rehearsal for these shows.
Oh, yeah.
So I probably won't see her tonight until she gets home. She'll sing with the Choral Society tonight, and then tomorrow she'll go and do the matinee, and then I'll show up and join her for dinner after the matinee, and then I'll stay and I'll watch the evening performance tomorrow. And then there's another show
You're
on
always
Sunday.
out there. I love that.
Yeah. So yeah, my wife, they work hard at putting this show together.
They do.
Yeah.
So we have classic songs from the Great White Way.
My friend Catherine Payton is soloing on one of those.
I see.
I forget which one, but she is.
Mm-hmm. So again, great songs like It's Beginning to Look a Lot Like Christmas.
Written by Meredith Willson, which from a failed Broadway play, which I can't remember the title of. I'll have to Google it.
Have Yourself a Merry Little Christmas.
From Meet Me in St. Louis, sung by Judy Garland in the film. Come on, keep going, Brad.
In Sinatra style.
Happy
keep it going,
holidays.
Plus the music of John Williams, Leroy Anderson, and the Hallelujah Chorus.
The John Williams music will be from Home Alone. The Hallelujah Chorus, of course, is Handel's Messiah. And what was the other one that I missed? Oh, Leroy Anderson's Sleigh Ride.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Now, children's tickets
Oh,
start.
and also the Christmas Festival Overture that starts the show. That's the Leroy Anderson arrangement. That's my favorite Christmas song.
I love it.
It's 9.5 minutes when you get the full version, 6.5 if you do the edit. And it's got Joy to the World, and it's got Jingle Bells, and it's got Oh Come All Ye Faithful, and it's my
got all those
favorite,
Christmas
favorite.
greats.
That's my number one.
Mm-hmm. And tickets for children start just $10, and the concerts are sponsored by Clayton Homes, Clayton Volvo, Clayton Foundation, and First Bank. Now, another thing you might check out is National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation. That's going to be the Tennessee
Mavis
Theater.
Staples sang the song Christmas Vacation over the opening credits of that.
Yes.
Come on, you're in my wheelhouse. Let's go.
Staples singers, yep.
I just say I hear Christmas Vacation, and all I think about is the grandpa sitting there smoking a cigar, and the tree just went.
Yes. That was
He's like, "What?"
John Mahoney was that guy's name,
That's
right?
so funny.
We're gonna play it.
William Hickey. William Hickey was that guy's name. That's the actor who played that guy.
You amaze me at how much you know.
I know. We're gonna play a game. I'm gonna say a word, and you have to say whatever you know about it.
That's normal. That's actually an actual legitimate exercise in improv.
I know.
Is you get a word and you have to then go first until they tell you to stop.
Are you ready?
Okay.
Elf on the Shelf.
Elf on the Shelf was originally developed in Oak Ridge, Tennessee. There's a woman there who had these little elf toys, which have been around for a while. My wife and her family had one of those elf toys when she was a kid, but someone in Oak Ridge decided to write a children's book about it. And now it is a worldwide, or at least a nationwide phenomenon, starting right in Oak Ridge, the Elf on the Shelf.
Yellow Christmas lights.
Yellow Christmas lights are, really a point of contention for some people because they prefer the red or the white or the multicolored. But if you're going to go all yellow, I don't know. That's kind of an opinion. I think it's a personal choice that you have to make because they look like, to me, the white lights that have kind of faded and gotten old.
Faded white lights.
That's what it looks like to me.
Wow,
But
I'm impressed.
that
There's
was
nothing you
I had
can't
nothing.
talk about.
I had zero on yellow Christmas
I
lights.
know.
That was all just BS.
But you made it work.
You did.
Weren't we supposed to be doing a news segment?
I thought so.
Well, you told us about the Knoxville Symphony Orchestra, which I'm super excited about. I love that concert, and I'm thrilled that I'll be there for tomorrow night's show. And of course, I'll sneak in and have, like I said, dinner with my wife in the backstage area.
Sounds like a great plan, Frank.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And we went last year, and we'll see if we can.
Oh, that's right. I was in the show last year.
Yes.
And Brad and Jennifer came up on stage, and we got a nice picture on stage at the end. Thank you for coming.
All right. You're welcome.
I'm not in this year's show.
I'm sorry?
I'm not in the show this year. But this is where I learned a lot of this stuff.
We might come anyway, though.
Oh, yeah.
It sounds like it's a good time and with symphony. And we talked about Tennessee Theater with the Griswolds, and we'll have more coming up in our next segment. But of course, we're always the place for tickets to your favorite.
Right. We're telling you about things that are happening this weekend, but this also shows and attractions that are open year-round in and around our Smoky Mountains, and we can save you money on those deals when you call our Mountain Fun Life Best Deals at 865-978-1152. It's discounted tickets without the hassle. There's no timeshare presentation. There's nothing. In fact, we just need to get you in and out the door as fast as possible. Right, Kara?
Right. See, well, wait, put it back up. It went away.
What are you doing? The phone number?
No, my face. Do you see my face in the
I see.
corner?
Yes, that's very funny. She's trying to match her own face. That's Savannah and Kira, who are our spokesmodels, if you will, for Mountain Fun Life Best Deals. I'm looking at the monitor instead of the camera. That's funny, though. All right, give us a call, and we'll have more information coming up right after this on Morning in the Mountains.
Being a successful business is a lot of work, especially when you have to design your own media projects and advertisements. Let us take care of your media needs. We offer a large variety of services such as photography, videography, print magazine, live streaming, and so much more. Contact our marketing today for a free initial consultation. Email marketing@mountainfunlife.com. We look forward to working with you.
You're watching Morning in the Mountains on Mountain Fun Life. I'm Frank Murphy. I am thrilled that Anthony King is here from the Comedy Barn, along with Clopa.
This is Clopa. He's wave. I'm still teaching him the wave, but there he is right there.
Hello, Anthony. How are you? Good to see you.
Good to see you. Thanks for having me.
Hello, Clopa.
Yeah.
All right.
That's him.
So the Comedy Barn, of course, is just hilarious.
Well, thank you.
Non-stop hilarity at the Comedy Barn. And you've obviously got the Christmas show going, as I
Yes.
can tell by the screen behind me. But I think it's your loud hat.
Yeah.
And Clopa's Santa collar.
Yes. Yeah. There it is. Yeah. Well, it's Christmas spirit at the Comedy Barn for sure. Yes.
Yeah.
And we are doing right now. We're doing one show at 8:15 at the Comedy Barn, and when we start every night. Every night's 8:15. On Saturdays we have a 5 and 8:15 show.
Excellent.
And starting the 20th, of course, we're well into our Christmas season. But starting the 20th, we're doing 2 shows a day, and that runs all the way through the holidays. So it's 5 and 8:15.
Excellent.
Yeah.
And now, of course, there's all sorts of comedy at the show.
Oh,
but
yeah.
Comedy Barn, you gotta have animals.
Yes, we have barnyard animals. Of course, we have Clopa here, and then you may see performing pigs. It depends on what night you come, because we have animal acts that rotate out through the show. Of course, the world famous Comedy Barn canines, and then.
And you're the trainer.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I'm the trainer.
And
yes,
performer.
Sir. And performer. Yes, and I try comedy, but they tell me to stick to animals. So mostly animals. Yeah.
Tell me the story of Clopa. How did you find him?
All of our canines and our Comedy Barn canines, they're all local rescues, except for one. One is, I'm originally from Florida. Yeah. So Toma is a little Jack Russell Terrier. He is a rescue from Florida. But Clopa was right here in Gatlinburg, Gatlinburg area. Yeah.
What I'm trying to guess if he's part Chihuahua, part something else.
He reminds me of my very first dog. My very first dog was, his name was Carlos, and he is a spitting image of Clopa. And next time I come on, hopefully have me on the show again.
Yes,
I'll bring you a picture of that. You'll love that. And I know we said we'd do this later, but he's got a trick, and I got this trick that right when we see, there he is. You get a good view. He just sits there. So I saw him at the shelter, and he looked just like my first dog. And I said, "Oh, I got to take this guy. He'll be so cool in the show." And he did this right away. So this is like his signature. Oh my gosh. His signature trick at the show, and he did that first thing, and I lift him up. So everybody, so I wanted to show you that.
That's outstanding.
Yeah, he's cute though.
No, so what else does Clopa do in the show?
He jumps through hoops. Him and his buddy, they jump over each other. Yeah, we could put him on there. There you go. And this is his new trick, table walking. Yeah, he's checking that out, right? Yeah, but they do slides and just all kind of fun things, and canines are just.
How did you get into comedy animal training?
Well, believe it or not, I was a performer years ago. I did this balancing act called Rollabola, and then I saw some people that were working with animals. Yeah. And I just thought that was very just theater shows. I've been in theater most of my life.
In Florida.
Yeah, in Florida. Well, I toured too. And I saw people working with animals, and it was just really appealing to me. And I said, "Hey, I could do that." And I've been doing that probably about 15 years. And it was
so self-taught.
Pretty much, yeah.
Or do you go to I don't want to say almost apprentice. Where you go to somebody else and he or she teaches you a few things.
I had a few people teach me a couple of things, but mostly it was self-taught. I just had a lot of inspirations. You saw shows. Gunther Gable was one of them.
Oh my gosh! I used to love seeing him at the circus.
And he worked with exotics and stuff. So that was inspiration as a kid, and just a few others. But yeah, just picking it up as I go. Yeah.
All right. Let's say that you have an idea for a new gag at the Comedy Barn.
There's a lot of those. We have a lot of them. Yeah.
What's the process? You go in and say, "Hey, I'm working on something," or "Hey, I got something." How do they get it into the show?
Well, we have the acts are in the show already. So usually the new ideas is an add-on to the existing act that
so you know that you've got X number of minutes to fill, and you can do whatever you need to do.
You can pretty much, They as of now, maybe not anymore that we're airing this, but as before, we have freedom to do what we want, you know. Yeah. But no, they're really great down there, and they love what we do. We actually have a new trick that we're working on where we have this big. I don't want to give it away too much, but we have this big Great Pyrenees that's actually bringing him out.
Oh my gosh,
on
that's
stage,
terrific.
just like a Christmas gift. So we've been working on that. So hopefully we can have it in the show soon. But
excellent.
Yeah, it's a fun time, and you know, not only animals, but we have people in the show as well. Of course, Danny, I think you've and then Farmer Clem, of course, is on the show. And Dan Devaney's crazy.
I mean, if you go back, I think one of the most watched videos in the history of YouTube is from the Comedy Bar in Pigeon Forge, Tennessee.
Eric Lambert hitting the guy on the head, the funny guy, the laugh guy.
Yeah, that's worldwide famous.
Worldwide,
and you are across the street from our Mountain Fun Life studios at the Comedy Bar.
And how did I not come here before? We have to change that now.
We got to give a shout out to our friend supermodel Victoria Henley.
Absolutely.
Would you believe it took a supermodel who knows both of us to get you on the show?
To get me on here, yeah, she's great people, good friend, and I'm so glad she hooked us up for sure.
All right.
Yeah.
So show us one more thing with Clopa before we have to wrap.
All right, Clopa, what are you going to do, buddy? Huh? You going to run around the table? That's it. We just had one trick pep. We don't have any props, yeah. Oh, but I've got another trick with the hat, though, so we can do a trick, yeah. We can hope. Let's see if this thing works. There we go. He can dance. The hat's too big for you. Sorry.
Oh my gosh. Oh, that's fun. Well, thank you so much, Anthony King.
Thank you so much.
You.
Appreciate it.
And Clopa, Comedy Barn. You can find them online, get your tickets online, or just stop by. They're right on the Parkway at the island of Pigeon Forge.
5 and 8:15. Come on out.
Outstanding.
Thank you, guys.
You're watching Morning in the Mountains on the Mountain Fun Life channel.
Good morning and welcome back to Mountain Fun Life and Morning in the Mountains. I'm Brad Lovett and we've got your weekend weather. If you're heading to the Smokies, welcome. We're not so much expecting snow as some rain, but not necessarily a lot. Showers off and on pretty much the whole weekend, and temperatures a seasonal 52 give or take for the highs and in the 30s for the lows. And again, we're talking about the temperatures near the attractions and allow for some temperature drops as you're heading up in the higher elevations. White Christmas? Well, we still don't really know, but it's not looking all that good. We're looking to be in the 50s most of the week next week. I'm Brad Lovett, and this is Morning in the Mountains on the Mountain Fun Life channel.
It's Morning in the Mountains on Mountain Fun Life. I'm Frank Murphy with Jim Johnson, Kira Cup, and Brad Lovett. And obviously we got a little bit of the Friday-itis, which means the swelling of the Fridays, because we're a little punchy today, a little just ready for the weekend, ready for that Knoxville Symphony Orchestra concert this weekend, my favorite show. I love going to that. And what else is going on this weekend, Brad?
Well, we have all of your favorite Smoky Mountain events. We have Dollywood and Smoky Mountain Christmas still happening through January 4th. Now, they will be closed on Christmas Eve and Christmas Day.
Right, so so their employees can spend time with the family.
Yes.
Like the chicken lady, she's not going to come into work.
No.
She's out there waving at the train. Every time the train goes by, she leaves the restaurant and goes out there and waves at the train. She's amazing. What's her name? Like Miss Lillian or something like that?
I'm not sure.
All right, anyway, the chicken lady, she's good.
The chicken lady.
Yeah.
So you do have Dollywood this weekend, and we also have all your favorite shows. We've got Dolly Stampede, Hatfield McCoy's. We've got Sweet Fanny Adams.
All with Christmas themed.
With Christmas themes, and probably a bunch I'm leaving out. Smoky Mountain Opry, and...
Well, I can't think of a show in the Smokies that doesn't have some kind of acknowledgement of Christmas.
Well, absolutely.
Except maybe the Civil War battle. I mean, they might find a way to tie it in. I mean,
throw some Christmas
the war
in
was
there,
long
so-
enough, they could probably find a Christmas tie-in.
Yes.
I mean,
How
why
many
not?
Christmases were there during the Civil War?
Well, let's see. If it started in 1861 and ended in 1865, you would have the Christmas of 61, 62, 63, 64. So,
Because it's finished before 65.
yeah.
There was
Christmas is
one war, I don't know if you all know of it or not, but both sides of the war, I think it was Christmas time or something. It was World War I.
Yes,
okay. Well,
Just ask Frank
you
here.
just know. You
I'll tell
just
you.
know.
Yeah.
Well, they both just stopped fighting, and they all went out and played. I think they played ball, and it was really cool how they just united like that, and then they went back to fighting.
Yep.
That's when Snoopy and the Red Baron shook hands. I mean, it's like...
No, that is a novelty Christmas song that came out in the 1950s that's about the battle that you're describing.
Really?
Yes.
It's very famous. So, good. Points.
You need to know those things.
Yes,
stars.
Don't look at me.
like
I don't
gold
know.
I am the
stars.
king of the outdated cultural references, as you know.
I'm proud of you both. Well done.
Thank you. Thank you.
Alrighty. I want to mention also some of the restaurants. If you're going to be here for Christmas, looking for a place to eat now, you may have to call to make sure that you can still get in, because some of these places do require reservations.
And
But as
some
far
will
as we know,
Some might be closed. But
Right.
You're going to give us open restaurants.
this is, as far as we know, are open. Now, check beforehand. Corky's Ribs and Barbecue, Hard Rock Cafe, they're going to be open Christmas Eve and Christmas Day. Captain Jim's Seafood Buffet, IHOP. Also, the Regan's House of Pancakes, Calhoun's and Pigeon Forge, and Applewood Farmhouse, just to name a few.
Sounds good. Who wouldn't want pancakes for Christmas breakfast? That sounds
I
Oh,
like
I think
that.
it's a great
That's
idea.
good.
I love it.
Make sure to leave your server a big tip.
A big
too.
tip, yes.
I'm guessing that Waffle House is probably open too.
I think they're open.
They are. They are. One year we went there as a family to give
I
a
love
nice
Waffle
tip
House.
to the Waffle House waitress.
Oh, yeah.
And she actually just had her car broken into, and we were able to,
I'll help her out.
yeah.
Wow.
yeah. Big tips. I love that, Kira.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Go out and give somebody a big tip.
And it makes their day. Even if they don't actually need the extra money, think of how good that feels to know that somebody appreciates you that much.
Chances are
Oh,
they
it's
need it.
beautiful.
I'm
If
saying
you're a
that.
waitress
Yeah.
or a waiter,
That's true.
Yeah.
man, you can make somebody's Christmas. A lot of times, because some people can get kind of rude during Christmas time.
Absolutely.
And you have a heart. If you're a server, I used to be a server, and it was, people get pretty nasty sometimes. So
Yeah.
leave a big tip, it'll blow their mind. Drop them a 20, drop them a 50, drop them 100. Why not? Just do it. Put it down. Let's see what happens.
But don't write a
Can
check.
I borrow some money?
Yeah, no checks.
Sure. What do you
Sorry,
want?
I'll
$1?
give, whatever. You give me 20 or 50. I'll go to give it to some waitress. I'm
I know
happy
you
to do
would.
it.
You'd pay it forward. You would. You'd pay it forward. I know you would. sir.
All right.
So
what else, Brad?
there are some of those places. We had a little story here about bats.
I love bats.
Bats to the Bat Cave. And Great Smoky Mountains National Park trying to save some of the bats that were getting a disease.
That's that one with the white stuff coming
Yes.
out of their nose. What's
Yes.
it called?
I'm not sure. I
Rabies?
know the.
No.
It was a fungus.
yeah, there's a-
fungus among white nose syndrome.
White nose syndrome.
Yes.
Is a disease.
Fungus among us.
It's called pseudo something rather
Fungus
destructans.
among us.
Okay.
Yeah. The white nose syndrome is a terrible disease that affects bats in our region.
Right. Well, a team of
And bats are
wildlife.
great because they eat mosquitoes,
Oh, I love anything that eats mosquitoes or ticks.
but they're not vegetarian.
I don't care. Those are the two things that I do not care
So
if
you're
they
okay
die.
with bats not being vegetarian?
As long as they're just eating mosquitoes and ticks.
All right. That's all they eat.
Okay.
Go ahead. So anyway, what are we doing about white nose syndrome?
Well, what we're doing is the National Park Service went into the cave to do something they don't normally do and reopen the cave after it had been sealed for a year.
Yeah?
They sealed the cave for a year, and that was a gambit in an otherwise dire situation. Over a dozen bat species nationwide have been devastated by the white nose syndrome. That is an invasive infectious fungal disease. So,
just like quarantine is what they did.
Really?
They quarantined that cave, so the ones who have the disease would die, and the ones who survived would therefore still be healthy, I guess. When they open up the
that
cave.
would be correct. Now, it only infects bats while they hibernate.
I did not know that.
That was one thing I did not know either.
Interesting.
But we know that now. So you don't say you didn't learn anything on this show today.
I did. I did. All right, well, that's good to know. I'll have to talk to my friends, the Whidbeys, over at Cherokee Caverns, because they're into bat preservation as well, obviously. All right, well, very cool stuff. All right. You can save some money with our Mountain Fun Life Best Deals. Give us a call at 865-978-1152. It is Friday, and we are learning stuff, and we'll be back with more sports and a few more bits coming up on Morning in the Mountains.
Mountain. This attraction has it all, whether you're 2 years old or 90 years young, with hundreds of beautiful tropical birds and thousands of flowers, plants, and trees. Folks who visited our park have said, "I've never seen this many birds in one place. This must be what the Garden of Eden was like. The most beautiful and peaceful place I have ever been. These gardens rival the best. The best value in the Smokies. You'll want to visit Parrot Mountain and Gardens. Call or visit us online. We'll see you there."
It's Morning in the Mountains on Mountain Fun Life, Roku, Facebook, YouTube. Hi, I'm Frank Murphy. Time to talk sports with Rich Haley because it's Friday.
It's Friday, and that
Weekends.
means we've got not just basketball, but we've also got a little football to talk about.
Really?
Yes. So we'll actually lead off with a football story.
Because the bowl games, I guess we're kind of into the bowl season.
Yes. The early games have been played, and the Vols are getting ready for theirs. Earlier on Monday, y'all were talking about Kanye West coming in.
Yes.
We have another K coming back.
Who's
to
that?
The SEC.
Oh.
Almost. Sort of the SEC.
Yeah.
Lane Kiffin is going to be the head coach at Ole Miss, and that's been the big buzz. So he's coming back, and
did they have a really bad year that they needed to hire a new coach?
they had 2 very bad years in a row. I
All
believe
right.
they went 4-8 2 years in a row.
Okay.
Tennessee just went through some tough times, and Ole Miss is going through some even tougher times. So they brought in Lane Kiffin, and Coach Kiffin
And his wife.
Don't
forget her.
Yes, and his
She
Twitter
made-
account.
She made quite a splash when she was in East Tennessee.
Yes. So, and obviously Coach Kiffin has made quite a splash on Twitter. He likes to keep things riled up. He's the only person I know who will call out Alabama's coach,
Oh, yeah?
the guy who kept him in coaching.
Oh.
So
I forgot that Kiffin used to work at Alabama. All right.
Yep. So he's back in the SEC. We'll be facing him in a couple of years, so we'll see how that goes for him.
Okay.
And
What do you mean a couple of years? Don't they play every year or no?
no, they're outside of our conference. So
all right.
We're outside of our half, so we'll play them every now and then.
So the Vols play like Bama and Florida and Kentucky and Vandy every year, but the Western Division, they only play every once in a while. Okay, all right.
Right. So now back into local sports, basketball. We've got one high school game. Seymour is going to Northview, and that is an outside of the district game.
It's a close match. I mean, it's easy drive, though.
It's an easy drive, and they are rivals. So,
Okay, good.
like we said, Northview is having a great year. Seymour, not so much. So, it's going to be an interesting game.
Yeah, you work for Northview, so you're biased.
Yeah, but I can point to the records.
I know.
So,
He's the football announcer.
Yes.
So you're out of season right now. You're not currently doing it.
right. So,
All right.
I am unbiased.
All right.
Go Cougars.
Anything else this weekend I got to worry about?
Oh, yes.
Okay.
Absolutely. The UT men are playing again. They are taking on Jacksonville State at home, while the ladies are on the road. They're going all the way to the West Coast to take on Portland State.
Okay. Now, they were already out on the West Coast to play
Stanford.
the Tree.
Yes, and
the
we know how
Cardinal.
that turned out.
So, do they stay out there, or do they come back and?
I'm betting they stayed out there.
Because that's too much of a turnaround.
Yes.
You wouldn't want to do all that travel. You want to knock out all the West Coast games on the same trip.
So I'm sure they stayed out there for that.
All right.
And also on Sunday, the Titans, who are playing some amazing football since Tannehill took over at quarterback, are taking on the Saints. And that game will have some implications for the postseason.
Absolutely. All right. I used to watch NFL all the time. Then I got too busy.
Yes. Life gets in the way. And now I watch it as part of my job, which is kind of cool.
That's nice. All right. Well, we'll be back on Monday with more exciting sports action for you. And, of course, more of the show still to come. You're watching Morning in the Mountains on Mountain Fun Life. For Rich Haley, I'm Frank Murphy. Don't go away.
You've been diagnosed with type 2 diabetes. You have to carefully monitor your health for the rest of your life. And you have an increased risk of developing cardiovascular disease.
Cut.
Type 2, take 2.
Action.
You've been diagnosed with a new purpose, to fight for the amazing life you made for yourself, to look that risk of heart disease square in the face and say, no, not me. You've been given a new opportunity to live. Get started at NoDiabetesByHeart.org.
Thank you for watching Morning in the Mountains on the Mountain Fun Life channel. We're on Facebook, we're on YouTube, and we are on Roku. It's been a great week as we get even closer to Christmas. I'm Frank Murphy, here with Brad Lovett, Kira Cupp, and Jim Johnson. Thank you all for hanging in with us all week long. It's been a good show.
Sure has.
Having fun. Now, next week, it's Christmas.
Week of Christmas.
Christmas.
This is the last weekend before Christmas, so that's a big... If you can avoid the mall, avoid the mall. Yeah. But if you gotta go, be nice and park farther away. Go ahead and just take the farther away spot. Give the other guy the closer spot. Why fight over it?
That's pretty good.
Right?
Deal. Pretty good idea.
That's something you can do to pay it forward this weekend.
That's easy for you to say, though, because you park far away naturally.
I do. What's wrong with that?
Nothing.
It's nice. It's easier, yeah. I used to fight for, my wife and I used to try to get TVP everywhere we went, which is TV parking. Because you ever watch a TV show? They always literally park right in front and get out of the car.
Oh,
They never have time on a TV show or a movie to look for a parking space. So TV parking is when you get to park right in front and you walk right in. So we used to try to get TV parking everywhere because it was a game. It became a thing. My friend Rodney Conover got me hooked on this idea of TVP. And then I realized, this is a waste. This is crazy. I'm going to just park way over there and walk back to the store. It's easier. So that's what I say. Do that.
Plus you get exercise.
And if you can, I mean, support local businesses too. You know, I mean, there's a little T-shirt shop down in Knoxville that, actually, I probably shouldn't say that because the people who are getting those gifts might be watching. Never mind. But I like to patronize them at Christmas time. Good stuff. One year we gave my daughter and her husband House Mountain T-shirts. Because House Mountain doesn't really sell T-shirts, but this shop downtown makes T-shirts for places that should be tourist attractions but aren't. And they had gotten engaged on House Mountain.
Aww.
So we sent them House Mountain T-shirts.
That's special.
And that was a very special gift.
Full of love.
I've hiked there many times.
Full of love.
Yeah, did you ever do an engagement photo shoot up there?
No, I've not actually traveled anywhere like that.
House Mountain, I meant.
Well, I mean like hiking,
okay.
traveling.
A lot of people get engaged in the Smokies and there's a lot of photo shoots for that.
Yes. Yeah, I've not really done any traveling for that kind of thing.
Okay, we'll have to work on that.
Yeah.
All right. Well, thanks a lot for watching. Anything else we got to say before I wrap for the week?
Have a great weekend, and we'll be back Monday.
That sounds good. I think Brad said it all. All right. Thanks for watching.